And the thing is from this extension, because we're not all the way extended, then we can still actually punch from that forward position, right? And so that's why it's a very useful tool. The other way it's used is to actually kind of come into an opponent's arms and to assert your own triangle, your own space. And then when they push back against that, then this man sao becomes almost like a springboard for a response to attack. So if somebody grabs that man sao, then we'll shoot another one and attack. Or if they move it, we might turn it into a bong, into a lap sao. Or they might move it this way, we turn it into a bong again. Or we can turn it into a ton sao, right? Or a pak. So there's always almost unlimited ways to use man sao. And so it's kind of basically our pointer for the center line, so we can line up on our opponent, and then it gives us good protection, right? And so that's a man sao. And so when we do that one as a tool, we actually cut into the other man sao. So it gives us practice of, if somebody's arms are coming forward or if they grabbed us, that we have practice cutting down that forearm. And then at the end of that man sao can be a punch, right? So we're cutting down the opponent's arm and then punching, okay? And then it can turn into other tools as we go. And so anyway, it's still on the center line. The first one is jump sao, and then we have man sao. And then our next one, we go to Biu Sao, because it's still on the center line, but it goes higher. And then that basically takes care of anything coming towards our head from an opponent, whether it's a slap or a grab to the hair or a punch to the head, even a quick, jab punch. Well, the Biu Sao then is used. So we have Biu Sao, it's kind of up high, and then as we go lower, then we have man sao, and then as we go lower, then we have the jump sao, right? And so those are the three tools that I start people out with first, just so they get used to kind of controlling the center line. And then we move on to tan sao, which is kind of a spreading of the force hand, right? And then we have bong sao, which is our wing arm. And then that is used to almost kind of trap over the opponent's arms. And, to deflect. And then sometimes we use that lower bong sao to deflect lower attacks and kicks. Okay. And then we have foot sao, which is like a hooking hand, whether it's forward or sideways. And it's actually almost like a type of uppercut that comes from underneath, but it can also kind of grab and trap the opponent's arms, right? So anyway, thanks again for joining.